Welcome to Fiona and Sandra, updating you on a few things that we've got going on. Hey, Fiona.
Hey, everybody.
We thought we'd share a few of the little rituals that we do every day. And we each do quite often different rituals, but they're very aligned. So we wanted to just make this something that was a session that was jam-packed, and you could just listen to it on your way to work or on the way to pick up the kids, or whenever that's the right time for you. So we just thought we'd do 12 in 12. So this is just 12 minutes and I've got my timer on so we don't go over. It has started. And I just would love to hear from you, Fiona. What are some of the things that you love to do as a daily ritual?
Well, the first thing I love to do is to meditate, and meditate means lots of different things to lots of different people, but I think it's just taking time out for yourself. So, when I wake up in the morning, before I get out of bed, the first thing I do is I go straight to, just connecting with myself, going into my heart and just going to gratitude and thinking about all the things that I'm grateful for, and, really acknowledging how blessed we are and the beautiful things I've got in my life, the things, the people, the places, and starting my day in that space of gratitude. And you can do your gratitude by journaling or just being silent, actually doing yoga, all of those sort of things, but meditating, and that's just silencing your mind, knocking out all the distractions, the little voices, everybody wanting your time, and just centering yourself and going back to you. So that's my first tip.
Yay, love it. And so powerful as well. We're gonna keep just rolling through because we both have some great things that we want to share and make sure we get through as well. Mine is focusing on my priorities. And this sometimes is, for me, I wake up and my priority needs to be myself to start with, and not necessarily my work or all the to-do things. And I have this saying that wake up and as a human being and all the things that I'm going to be today, as opposed to all the things that I'm going to do today. So I'm going to be a role model mum or a loving partner or a inspiring mentor or coach or educated, informed person. So that's for me, my priority today is who I'm going to show up and who I'm going to be today. And that sets my scene for me. And I do the same. I quite often do it when I'm in bed and laying there just thinking to get up and to go to the gym or get excited. And then who am I going to be today? Well, if I want to be a role model mum or someone full of energy, then absolutely I have to get up, and it helps me kickstart myself and get out of bed as my first priority. So that's good. And then it just rolls into some of the other key things that I've got to get going through in the day as well. Yeah, so we're going to roll through some big item things as we get going too.
Really powerful, ladies, setting your intention. That's exactly what Sandra just said. She sets her intention for the day of how her day's going to go. And then she actually has control of her mind, and she's setting the agenda of what she actually wants to achieve. So, the next one I want to say is to set your goals for the day and for the week. And so, one of the really powerful things to do is to live your life consciously and live your life according to your own plan. And so if you set goals and if you know where you're going, you've got that something to aim for. And when you get a bit wobbly, you go right back to being back on target. The minute you snap yourself out of where you were going, focus on your goals that you set out. I always say worst things first. So do the worst things that you've got to get done in the day, do them first and get them out of the way. So a good thing is to plan the night before, write a list out, have your worst things first, and just during the day, make sure you've knocked them off, and then you can relax. And by the end of the night, write your list for the next day. And it's just so powerful to have control over your life. And then at the end of the day, celebrate your successes, that you got through it, and that you were in control and you weren't allowing your mind and other people and circumstances to control you. So I think that's really powerful too.
Well, I love it, and I agree. I read the book Eat eat that frog, and I always think about eating the frog. What's the frog I've got to eat today, so that it allows, or the big rock. What big rock you got to take out today? And it feels like you've really accomplished something too. I think that gives you that sense of you really feel like you're progressing, and you are if you're on focus and on pathway towards your goals. Each time you eat one of those frogs or pick out one of those big rocks, you're moving towards your goal. My other one is, I heard a quote from Zig Ziglar years ago, and it was motivation or inspiration is like a shower, or not like a shower. You can't just have one and think it's okay. You've got to have it every day. Well, you need to have a shower every day too. So the big thing for me when I think about Zig Ziglar was about showering every day and motivation, and showering every day and inspiration. So I used to put up around, the kids used to be embarrassed when their friends came over, but there was all these little A4 laminated cards and papers in the shower, and where they were brushing their teeth. So because I knew that they had to have baths or showers every day. So this for me is when you're having your shower, plan your day. So I plan it. It inspires me. I'm reading some of my mantras in there, and I'm getting myself really focused on what is my plan for today? What is my big goal that I want to achieve? And I usually try and just stick to what's the one thing, if I got done today, I'd be super happy with. And if it's to go and exercise or the gym, maybe it's that. But if it's something else as we're rolling along and as you motivate too, then things progress. So these are the things that really make a massive difference when you get that goal set for something that's happening each day as well.
Excellent. So another one that I love is just taking time out to brainstorm, to think about what it is that you want to create, and to create that vision and dream in your mind. Because, what I find is when I get bogged down or, things crop up, if I don't have that vision of where I want to go and what I want to achieve, it's easy to let things take you off, take you out of the game, or to upset you, or allow someone's comment to, get under your skin. But it's so important to just brainstorm and to think of what could be possible, what you really want to achieve, and then hold that vision in your mind that it's actually going to come true. And allow yourself to dream. So many people don't dream. So many people play small and think that if they dream and it doesn't come true, they might get disappointed. But, I go the other way. I say, what if it does come true? And it's just showing over and over again. If you create the vision and you plan and you have a roadmap, it's just a step-by-step journey, and you just amaze yourself what you can actually achieve if you put your mind to it. And I'm very sorry, that's my sausage dog in the background.
I just got the keys dropped off to me.
Doesn't like being out of the action.
Well, we're about halfway through our goals, our 12 of 12. So we're nearly there on the hump. So my number 6 was around, I don't always meditate every morning, and it's my goal to get to that point that I do at least 3 to 5 times a week. However, what I do is make an amazing cuppa every morning, and I take my time. We went and bought a coffee machine that has the grinder and it has the milk frother, and I really take the time to get my coffee right. And it's almost a bit of a therapeutic process in actually going through that journey of the bean to the ground and to me. And then I think just sitting down and enjoying the cuppa gives me a moment to just take it in and be grateful and really look at how my day's going to pan out and plan it ahead that way too. So that's a really therapeutic thing for me. And if I don't have my coffee, it just doesn't feel right either. So I like that process of actually of the coffee bean to, is it farm to gate, but this is bean to me. So
perfect. Another one, so number 7, I think we will make take time out to journal and to write down what it is that you're either grateful for or that you're proud of. Create yourself a brag book, write down the things that you think, I did well, I did a good job, I'm proud of myself. Take time to write those things down, because they give you courage and they give you confidence, and you can look back as you're reading and you see that list and you go, I am awesome. I've achieved so much in my life, and it starts to make you realize that you are so much more capable than you often give yourself credit for. And we're all very good at putting each other down and putting ourselves down, But, you know, we've got to stop that, and we've got to really go within and start looking for the greatness first in ourselves. And then the more you see the greatness in yourself, the more you're going to see it in other people. So the reality is, if you're not loving yourself, that's where you get nasty and narky and say negative things. And that's always comes from that lack of self-love. So practice some self-love every day and write it down, and really just hone in on, I'm pretty awesome and I'm proud of myself.
I heard a good saying the other day, and it's if what you're about to say isn't kind or needed or asked for, don't say it.
Yeah. I think that's an old grandma thing that we learned when we were kids, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's a good reminder, hey, because you can sort of jump in there, and sometimes it's given me reflection to say, you know, you're making a bit of a comment that might not be, I mean, as a joke, but no, do you need to really say it? And this one I loved was, you know, be habitual and consistent. The ability to be able to go through and life, and no matter what you're doing, is create the habits. The habits that work for you. So what we're sharing here is some of the habits that we do every day. And there's some of them I do at the start of the week and the end of the week, but every day I do certain habits as well. And whatever they are for you, and whatever you do is right, just start creating one habit a day, just one. And then it starts multiplying to, well, I've done one and it's become a norm now. It's I'm just doing it just unconsciously, and then consciously start a second habit. So that's a real good learning for me, is you don't have to start doing 10 at once or 12, make a list. Just start with one.
One of the things I love to do is live from a place of expectation and future pacing. So I see myself as already being successful. And, you know, I hold that place in my mind of me achieving my goals. So I don't live in that place of, you know, can I get there? Will it work out? I live from that place of it's worked out. I'm already there. And then that allows you to ask better questions, make better decisions, position yourself that you're already a winner. And so I always say to myself, if I was already there, how would I be thinking? What would I be doing? How would, you know, if I want to earn more, how would a wealthy person be living? What decisions would they be making? If I want to be skinnier, how would a skinny person be? What decisions would they be making? What would they be doing? And live from that place of already achieving it. And I think it's just such a powerful thing to future pace yourself. So that's one of the things I always do.
I love it. And whether you are into intermittent fasting, or you want to get up, or you're into keto, or you're up for protein first up, just get up and do what's right for you. But certainly I get up and I love to start my day with a green juice. That's for me. And we're traveling for 3 months at the moment. And one of the priorities, or two of the priorities that we've bought besides the dog, is a coffee maker and a juicer. So we start our day with our fresh juice, veggie juice and fruit juice, and it's magic. It just sets you up for the day and gets you going, and it keeps you going as well. It keeps you energized and feeds that brain. So
yeah. One of the things that I like to do is to really focus on where I'm going to put my time, and to choose when I'm going to do my emails or check my phone, or any of that electronic stuff. It can take you out of the game so quickly. And what happens is, it's become a habit for so many people. When you look around, people use their technology so they don't have to connect. And a lot of people are hiding behind their screens. And so, you know, one of the things I want you to consciously choose is when you're going to check your emails, when you're going to be online, how long you're going to be online for, and just check in with yourself and see if you're hiding, or if you're using it as a way of not having to do other things that maybe you should be doing. So it's a great way that people hide and procrastinate from doing the things that might be uncomfortable in their life. So just that little bit of self-awareness and, you know, questioning why you're doing it. So often people will sit on the couch and for hours, you know, they'll just lose time watching Netflix or flicking through, you know, different programs, or, you know, spending time on Facebook, or gossiping, or reading rubbish. just be consciously aware of how you're spending your time. And I think that's something that we can really all take on.
You are what you absorb. So one way or the other. Absolutely. It's a great one. And mine is to finish on is I always like to get up in the morning and do my stretches, because the stretch for me is my body yawn. It's my ability to be able to, really connect with the day, but also get my body moving. I'm not like Benjamin Button. Unfortunately, I haven't been getting younger every year, but I find as my body is certainly, you used it less, I guess, with less exercise or less physical activity. Like I was pretty active in the younger days with hockey and stuff. So now I'm making sure that I'm stretching and moving it into motion, so that, motion, it also helps emotion, and it helps my emotion and what energy I'm going to have for the day. And it's certainly, for me, we always make sure we walk as well, and get yourself a puppy like we did, and keeps you motivated. Keeps you awake.
He barks when he's not supposed to bark.
naughty puppy. I just want to share these last two screens. So this, I'm going to go back to a Zig Ziglar quote because I love him. The 3 C's of life: choices, chances, changes. And this is for me, everything in life. Whenever you're feeling that things aren't right, that you've always got a choice. You always can take a chance, and you can always make a change. And you must make the choice to take a chance if you want anything in life to change. And that old saying, if you want the same thing to happen, keep doing the same thing. Or insanity is like repeating yourself, expecting a different result. So this is a great quote. And I think surrounding yourselves, I'm actually in Brisbane at the moment at a family member's home, and this is their backyard, and the ability to be able to travel wherever we are and know that you still have your same rituals and your same daily connections with yourself and who you are and who you want to be and what you want to and how you want to show up. So we've got some exciting updates, and I think we're not going to go too much into it. Just briefly, we are running a retreat in Bali in October, and that's this one here. It's coming up in just a few months' time in October, and we'd love for you to join us there and hang out with us. And the link below is going to take you to this page. It's 10th and 14th of October. Come and spend 5 days, have some fun together. Let's go through some learnings, and let's create the change that you want to see.
Yeah, so ladies, just wanted to send our love and live powerfully and live by choice. And you've always got, the ability to choose and control your life and not be run by your circumstances. So be amazing and have an awesome day.
Be powerful.